Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. He's here, the bringer of glory. Sorry, my voice is going. I love Glorybringer. I don't think you first pick it, but there's in a different world, a different cube. We first pick Glorybringer. Maybe like a modern cube. Pretty sick in that one. Library of Alexandria is really good. I think Caracas is really good too. Every time like I don't take this card, people yell at me. So I probably we'll just first pick it. We'll see what happens. Um, I love Coalition Relic too, but we'll do the Caracas thing, see what it does for us. There is a Jite, so I mean, Paradoxical Outcome is really sick. I love that. Entomb is also really strong, and there's Exhume in the same pack, so I could like try and Entomb Wheel Exhume. Um, yeah, you know what? Entomb's very powerful. I haven't done it in a while. Let's do that. I love GTA. I think GTA is probably stronger there, and I people fight me on this every time, and then I play it and I win with it. So I don't. You can hate the card if you want. Okay, we have Palace Jailer. Honestly, like reanimating Palace Jailer is probably not that bad of a play. I like Fable because it's a discard outlet that does a bunch of other things. Like I think the all-in reanimator deck tends to struggle a little bit. But if you're just have like some other good value stuff and then you're also just happen to reanimate, it's pretty strong. So I like that. Fractured Identity is broken. Fatal Push is good. Dismember is good, but we'll take Fable. I also just love the black-red deck. It's a lot of fun. I can say this, I'm already regretting this first pick, Caracas. Okay, we have Bayou, Occult Epiphany, very good with Entomb. Just a good card. Bayou is good fixing if we want like survival, recurring nightmare stuff. I've literally never seen this card cast. It is a 4 mana 3/5 menace haste that like makes a copy of attacking creatures and you can keep them around. Like it is pretty good. It's just in a weird color combination, I think. Like Boros is already so strong that it's hard to go into a third color to splash what is I mean this is essentially a win more card, right? If you're attacking with two things, one being a 4-drop, you're probably already winning. You might not need it. I'm gonna take Occult Epiphany. I think this card's sick. Pyrokinesis, Triplicate Titan. Oh, they put Amped Raptor in the cube. Wow, they're just building Boros energy. Titan's a decent reanimation card. Pyrokinesis is good. Nethergoyf is just like good. Same with Amped Raptor. Like I have Entomb. I don't think it's worth just taking a reanimation card yet before I have Reanimate, especially when it's not one of the better ones. If this was a card that I'm like super stoked to reanimate, sure, I'll take it. I think Ledger Shredder actually fits pretty well here too, because it is a discard outlet too if I want to reanimate stuff. There's also, I mean, Nethergoyf's just huge. I'll try the Ledger Shredder though. I think the evasion is a little bit useful. Okay, there's Wishclaw, Talisman, Dark Ritual. I mentioned this card in my Discord, and people said this card is played in power optimized like vintage cubes, which means you have the initiative, the monarch, and that stuff. I get it there because those cubes have like ninjas, like 1 mana 1/1s that can hit and take the initiative is very strong. This cube does not have any of those. I don't entirely see the purpose of this card here. I mean, it's kind of a Thraben Inspector, kind of not. I don't know. It's not my favorite, is what I'm saying. Guess this is like a Sedgemoor Witch. Darkslick Shores, Kitesail, Freebooter. Freebooter's pretty good. This is a fairly late Ocelot Pride as well. So that's something to consider. A little bit scary, actually. I mean, I could pivot into Esper. It's pretty hard to. This card is so messed up. Freebooter is really good though. Like the flying evasion is nice, so I'll take this. As much, I think Ocelot Pride might be the correct pick there. It's hard to say. Okay. There's an Undercity Sewers and Unearth and a Lingering Souls. Unearth Sedgemoor Witch is decent, but I think the fixing here is pretty important. Okay, so wow, Grief comes around, but Exhume does not. There's also a Watery Grave. Uh, Grief is pretty good. Watery Grave is also pretty good. I think take the grief. It hurts me a little bit to have to do that. This pack is terrible. It's like straight up nothing for me. I guess if I end up red, there's a world where I want one of these. Wandering Emperor going this late is interesting. Probably the like most playable card here. Fatal Push, Phyrexian Revoker. Not a lot of Soul Cauldron stuff here. I think this is probably a Fatal Push. Yeah, again, these cards going super late. Take this, I guess, in case I end up going more into like Fable type stuff. Nethergoyf is pretty sick. Amped Raptor is also really good. Quite a bit worse than Cube because you can't really like guarantee that this thing is gonna hit something useful. Whereas like if you're playing Modern Constructed, if your whole deck costs 2 or less, Amped Raptor is great. In Cube, that's very hard to do. Okay, Spars Headquarters. Before I take the Force of Vigor, I think makes sense to me. Last pick, Reign of Filth. Okay, I will take a Time Walk. This is actually really shaping up to be a pretty good Time Walk deck. I would love Chrome Mox, Vista. Lose Focus is actually pretty good. Demonic Tutor is actually not that good in this deck. This card is good if you can just win the game on the spot. If you're just like tutoring for Sedgemoor Witch, I mean, you're playing a 5-mana Sedgemoor Witch is not that good. Time Walk though, pretty good. I guess Demonic Tutor for Time Walk also makes it quite a bit better if we had that. Mystical Tutor for Time Walk is just okay. I actually don't love it. Duelist of the Mind, Flying Vigilance. Whenever you commit a crime, what is committing a crime? I'm just gonna assume that's like doing bad stuff to your opponent, like targeting them or killing something. Flying Vigilance, power equal number of the cards you draw. This has to be an easy thing. Do I right click? It doesn't say what a crime is. Okay, we will figure that out later. Collective Brutality I like. Subtlety I have been reasonably impressed with. It is a little expensive. There's also Bauble for Nethergoyf. Actually, yeah, we'll take Bauble. Nethergoyf the Ledger Shredder makes me want the card. I think Duelist of the Mind probably wheels as well. Ooh, actually, this is kind of nice. I could take Preordain and wheel Enduring Curiosity. This is actually becoming a decent Curiosity deck with Freebooter, Ledger Shredder, Sedgemoor Witch tokens, but Preordain's pretty sick here, so we'll take that. Mana Leak, Flash. No, not doing any flash things. Toxic Deluge is pretty good, but I think just the interaction here is pretty nice. Wasteland I love, but my mana is also pretty bad. Gosh, Lorien Revealed. Lorien Revealed is probably the pick. Like, Wasteland's cool, but when your mana is terrible, it's like we could both be mana screwed, I guess. I don't want to play those games. This at least is another copy of Undercity Sewers. Probably not Entombing, probably not Wandering Emperoring, but we'll see. Urza's Bauble. Okay, that's pretty good. Troll of Khazad-dûm is also another copy of Undercity Sewers. Pretty late Nissa too. Maybe I'm supposed to be in green and I take this and then move in. No, I'll take the Bauble. I think like a big Nethergoyf, big Ledger Shredder, both seem good to me. Well, what have we here? Just one of the most messed up cards ever printed, Psychic Frog. It's funny because it's like on first read it's fairly innocuous, but then when you think about the ramifications of being able to just discard a card to give it permanently +1/+1, combined with everything else, it's messed up. So we're gonna take that and be very happy about it. Ooh, okay. Wow, no, they're on the same pack. I want Fallen Shinobi, Overlord is busted, Grave Titan, Jace. I'm taking Fallen Shinobi because it's the most fun. And that's the only reason. I have some Ninja Enablers, pretty sick. I think objectively this is probably a better card, but like, come on. who doesn't love doing this? Vista's great. Harvester of Misery I've been very impressed with. And then Lose Focus is also pretty good, but I think the fixing is pretty important here. Duelist of the Mind versus Brutality. Whenever you commit a crime, I think Baubles commit crimes. Let's try it. I've never seen this card be played. I don't know what it is. It kind of feels like, oh, it is a world champion. I was like, this feels like one of those world championship cards because it looks like a real person. And then I read the description. Okay, I don't think we're Wandering Emperoring Entombing. This does not fix for any of our mana. I will take an Overgrown Tomb, I suppose. Just in case we get like a green blue fetch or something. Okay. Nothing for us. Wow, still nothing for us. Gush is actually kind of decent though. But green is like yeah, crazy open. I mean, we could potentially move into it. We have Overgrown Tomb, Mortuary, Prismatic Vista, Blue. Okay, what is happening? Why why do we just get three green black duels in the same? That's wild. Okay, this pack. There is a reanimation target. A little bit late to the party. Delphi Voidwalker is just good. Again, another ninja thing. But as far as I'm aware, there's only Fallen Shinobi in the cube, so I don't know about that. I don't think Trinket Mage for Bauble is particularly good. White of the Reliquary. There's no like lands we're particularly excited about, so I'll just take this. I guess I could also grab a Hole Breacher because that card is messed up. Actually, I'll do that. Take Hole Breacher, Wheel of Voidwalker. Probe, Caustic Bronco. Talent Gates is also pretty good, actually. Probe is good with Witch. It's good with Grief, Ledger Shredder, Nethergoyf, Duelist of the Mind, kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Probe here. We have so many cantrips in this deck. Bubble, Bubble, Probe, Gush. Like, we're basically playing a 25 card deck with some other things going on. I mean, okay, Karakas is looking better. I get green for free basically. 1, 2, 3, 4 greens, like 4 free green sources. Oh my goodness. What is this pack? This is pick 3. This is pick 3. There's a Tameo, there's a Mox Jet, there's a Mox Diamond, Stern Scolding. This is a really interesting decision between Tameo and Mox Jet. I think it's gotta be Mox Jet because I have so many good 2s that are good on turn 1, but like Tameo is one of the most broken cards I've played with in recent memory, and I would be very happy to be able to have her in this deck. But turn 1 Psychic Frog is also pretty good. Hymn to Torok, also pretty good. Like the thing is I have all this green fixing, but I'm not even seeing green cards. It's so weird. Bitter Triumph, Hymn to Torok. I have one removal spell right now. Maybe I need this card. I have literally one removal spell. Yeah, I have to take this thing. Okay, Knight's Whisper. Like, there's green cards, I guess, but I'm not generous enting. Not booting, so yeah, well, Knight's Whisper. We have a lot of card draw. This thing can do a lot of damage, actually. I mean, these are going over here. Right now, I'm gonna try out the Karakas, but we're gonna see what happens. Very happy. Oh, this is pretty good too, but I think I have to take Sunken Ruins. Like, again, what's the point of having a deck if you can't cast your own spells? Probably not just not playing green. This is 23. I almost have enough playables. Consider's quite good here. Yeah, I'm a little short on playables, and Consider's good with like Witch, Duelist, Ledger Shredder, Nethergoyf, so we'll take it. It also just makes our deck even smaller. But I think our deck is currently like all fluff, no stuff. It's like Sedgemoor Witch in a Dream. Okay, you know Grist? Oh, Oculus 2 is really good. This is really good too. I can fill my graveyard very easily. Grist would be a splash, but I basically have fixing to make it free, essentially. Wow, this is tough. I think I'm gonna give Oculus the nod because it doesn't require mana fixing. There's the Voidwalker. Yeah, this deck is sick. Like it lets me not play this Blooming Marsh and stuff. Okay, we get the Bronco. Okay, this deck is I'm gonna deck myself. That's what's gonna happen. The good ooh, Stern Scolding's huge. Nice. The good thing about this is it just lets me draw into Time Walk easier, which is kind of nice. Gosh, goes here. Like Time Walk's so gross in decks like this. Terra Thunder for the sideboard in case my opponent has problematic permanence. Arena of Glory. Okay, so my meta's not great. I think I even sideboard this Karakas. People are gonna get mad, but that's fine. I I don't think I can afford to play colorless lands in a deck with a curve this low and the fixing this bad. Now, if my opponent is playing, well, maybe I just played as a spell. We'll try it. We'll try out your Karakas stuff. See what happens. Mox is effectively a land. I need to make some cuts. Problem is they're all great. Florian Revealed is kind of a land. Gush is also, I mean, it helps us hit our land drops. Double Baubles, Consider, Preordain, Probe. I can run a fairly low land count here until Karakas is in my opener. I don't think I can run it in this deck. I'll sideboard it in. 15 land, honestly, probably seems good. With Bauble, Preordain, Consider, Probe, like, yeah, 15 land is fine. 5 and 5. Look at it, the perfect mana. Karakas would disrupt this completely. All right, see you all round 1. All right, we're playing against. I genuinely don't know how to say that. We're gonna go first, and wow, I'm gonna keep this, but this is the risk of running so many cantrips in your deck. Like, I don't know if this hand is gonna be functional or not. But I'm running 15 mana sources, and I have 4 in there, so there's only 11 left out of 33. So every draw step is a 3% chance. Sorry, a 1 in 3 chance. So I think we're pretty likely to hit some stuff. So let's start out with this. That way I can Stern Scolding like an Ocelot Pride. 6 cards revealed. Exactly what I'm talking about. We oh my gosh. There's so many baubles. Let's go Island, Mox, Bauble, Bauble. Look at the top card of target player's library. Intrepid Adversary is what they're going to draw. And then I already know what this is going to be. But I kind of want to save these in case they get the crime committing dude. I want like one option here. Jeez. Okay. We have a lot of lands. So hopefully, yeah, I was hoping for this. They Mox Diamond into Magda and I get to just Stern Scolding it. Perfect. So they discarded a mountain as well. And Magda's gone. How do they only have 3? Oh, they played this. Okay, so their hand is Cathar Commando, Guide of Souls, Intrepid Adversary. So not great for us. We need to draw a spell. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. That's so many lands. Alright, Frog. You can get through a lot. With Frog, I can allow them to block, and that effectively... I think it's fine to allow them to block, because Nethergoyf, I want like cards in my graveyard. Yeah, I think it's fine. Because I could just discard a trade with whatever they play here. It will be 2 cards to discard. But then he'll just be huge forever, so... Okay, we start with Consider. I will put Gush on top. It's a very good card. Float. Can return these 2. Perfect. I can Ledger Shredder. Then attack with this. And I'm fine letting them trade. I'm effectively drawing a card either way. Okay, so they don't do anything. I'll just tip for 1 here. Lorien Revealed. Don't really want to draw a land. Ooh, nice. So they're going to double spell and trigger Ledger Shredder. Take 3. It was a good attack by them before they give me the connive. Yep. So we connive. Literally, what is this game? Literally, what is this game? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I've drawn like half my deck. Maybe it's fine. That's just a lot. Okay, so they have a bunch of lifelink stuff. Literally, what is happening? Can I draw a playable spell, please? They have 1 card in hand. We don't know what it is. I can keep back Psychic Frog on defense. If they block with both, I can trade my whole hand for them, which honestly I don't hate. And this is actually, Ledger Shredder is decent on defense here too. So I think I'm okay attacking here. Okay, yeah, that alone was worth it, so I could stop them from doing stuff. Literally. Oh my gosh. Play Algomancy. Algomancy doesn't have this. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens. They attack. I can trade with the Intrepid Adversary, and part of me almost thinks I should. They only have 2 cards, so it's pretty unlikely that they're going to double spell. So I'm just going to trade off here. It's pretty unlikely I'm going to double spell for a while, too. Yeah. So they were missing land drops. I could just hold up Mana Leak. I think I want to attack with Psychic Frog and see what happens there first. I think it's time to start making him a little bit bigger. I have so many like lands in hand that there's no way I'm going through them all. Wait, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 3 mana sources left in my entire deck. Okay. Let's grief. They had burst lightning. Okay, you know what? That's pretty bad for me. I take 4 here. And they could top deck something playable, get around Mana Leak. Take 4. Alright, Frog. You're on defense duty. Okay, I'm not scared about bombardment. Dude, I don't even understand why so many people love this card so much. It's so bad almost every time I see it. Like, what is it doing for my opponent here? Not a lot. Epiphany lets me block these pretty nicely, so let's attack with the Frog. Just hit for 3. Seems fine. Draw a card. Night's Whisper, a little bit spooky at 8 life. Okay, Lelia is scary. They have no cards in hand, so we can Occult Epiphany. Probably just going to Mana Leak this anyway. I might as well just Mana Leak this now. Okay, so turn this off. Now I do this. Okay, spells. Would you believe it? Let's discard Island, and I don't think I could afford to take damage off Night's Whisper. So we get 2 1/1s. They can Goblin Bombard me for 1 here, and that's fine. That feels unadvisable, but it's fine. I'm not mad about it. Let's preordain. Trying to find more interaction. And okay, just concede. Okay, Goblin Bombardment was 2 mana, do nothing. Against an aggro deck, I don't really have a sideboard. Did they have any legendary? I didn't think I saw any. Okay, yeah, let's run this back. And not draw so many lands. Again, for those wondering, I did make a game called Algomancy. I would strongly suggest checking it out. It's a ton of fun. It solves a lot of these types of problems, and it's a blast. Like, you can Google it, join the Discord. We're playing games every day. This hand's great though. Ocelot Pride, yeah. The other thing, Algomancy does not have is first player advantage. So like, it's impossible to have this like they went first and had a turn 1 Ocelot Pride. That's impossible to happen. Which is just, it's really nice not having to like every game's fair, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's bobble, see what they're drawing. I don't have anything I can play, so we'll do it on their upkeep. Bone Horde Dracosaur. Okay, the question is, do I play the Bronco, let them burst lightning it, and then Ocelot Pride kill me? Yikes. Okay, well, we're on the draw, and that's what happens when you're on the draw in this game. Psychic Frog is good. Fatal Push is also good. I guess I lead on Psychic Frog here. But like, it's a lot of cats. In this situation, Goblin Bombardment is good. Specifically if they have a Johnny, because it's a red permanent that lets him kill a cat. I get that. It's like a Splinter Twin type combo. Just a very narrow interaction. So next turn, I have Fatal Push plus Mana Leak, or Fatal Push plus Caustic Bronco, depending on what I'm feeling. The thing that's rough is they could just attack with all their cats. Oh, jeez. Okay. They make their cat bigger. Okay, in this situation, I'm going to take 4, because they could get a cat token if I block here. Shinobi's good. Okay, so we get to go Swamp. Um, I could, yeah, I think I'm going to Fatal push the Ajani after they move to combat because they don't really know what's happening. And I have Mana Leak for most of the scary stuff they could do. It does let them get one more Luminarch Aspirant trigger, but I'm going to have to deal with that, I guess. Okay, they grow their cat. Okay, it's going to be hard to do the Psychic Frog thing. So before I block, let's do this. Cool. Then let me block this thing. Discard a card here. At this point, I guess I'm discarding the Bronco. 2-3 versus 2-2. This trades. Then I Mana Leak their post-combat play. What does this even do? Trample when it enters and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, make it blood. Whenever you discard a card, grow it. I actually would rather Bitter Triumph, I think, than that. Although, it's kind of awkward because I really am tempted to, like, I want to Fallen Shinobi. Maybe I'm not supposed to discard the Caustic Bronco. This seems fine here. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they ever hit with Ocelot Pride, I'm just screwed. Am I really? I guess I better Triumph the Luminarch Aspirant here. I'm paying life. Because I need all my cards. Okay, we get a land. Doesn't really matter. So we're kind of like Mana Leak and Frog versus the world. Or I can attack and Fallen Shinobi them. It's very risky. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage if I do that. I think I'm better off Mana Leaking. It is pretty awkward though. They discard Fire Blast because they don't have red. That makes sense to me. Also, they discard Fire Blast. That's a very good card. This is not looking great. Alright. That's right. I do remember seeing that. I'm glad I didn't go for Fallen Shinobi there. That would have been devastating. Okay, no attacks. Island. They have one card in hand. It's clearly not removal. Fallen Shinobi holds down the whole field. I think I'm actually going to get in a hit with Psychic Frog here. Do I exile cards or do I just attack? Right? What happens? They block with the cat. I discard an island, and then it dies. They block with cat plus Evora. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I can't allow that to happen. So exile 3 cards. We're gonna get rid of instant creature. No, land. I can discard a land here. So let's play a land. Then hit in with the frog. I think I'm just gonna like hard cast Shinobi. I don't think I'm gonna ninjutsu. Oh, that's pretty good, but I don't think I can afford the life to do that. Like, basically, I don't really have much options in my play this turn. I'm just playing the Shinobi. So Gitaxian Probe for information doesn't let me do a lot because this is my play almost no matter what they do. Okay, Jackrabbit. City's Blessing. Oh, jeez, they gain life and get cats. Yeah, that's bad. I couldn't have stopped that, but they had the perfect thing. It's crazy. This is a 1-drop. Okay, we're in trouble. They can give flying next turn off the Jackrabbit attack. I think I'm just dead. Grief doesn't do anything. Gitaxian Probe. Look at them, pay mana. Ledger Shredder. Wrong order, my friend. Yeah, right. They give flying to the rabbit. I can block it with the frog, but it's gonna be like a 6 power. Let's attack with the shinobi. This forces a cat chump. I think I'm just dead. I'm losing to a 1-drop. Right? If I don't know what I genuinely don't know what I can do here. They're gonna make a giant flying jacked rabbit that's gonna be a 5/6, and that's gonna make so many. This is equal to its power, right? It's gonna make 5 cats, and then Ocelot Pride is gonna make like 6 cats at the end of turn. It's not great. Yeah, I think I have to take it, and like I don't think there's a way I can come back from this. We'll just take 5. They're gonna get so many cat rabbits after this. Yeah. Another land. Cool. Okay. Game 3. Nightmare. Yeah, I just don't have as much removal as I would like. I'm on the play, which helps. I have Fatal Push, which helps. There's Time Walk in my deck. I forgot I even have that. Yeah. Okay. Look, now I'm on the play, right? And that's what that does. Turn 2, Psychic Frog, Time Walk, game over. Kill your Giver of Runes. Boop. Boop. Good luck. Johnny. Amped Raptor. Okay. That one does some stuff. Palace Jailer they cannot cast. Does it go into their hand? When it enters, you get the things. Then, if you cast it from your hand, exile cards from top of your library into exile non-land card. No, so it just stays exiled. Sick. Okay. And this is just Psychic Frog doing Psychic Frog stuff. You may block if you'd like, opponent. I think because I'm gonna Time Walk, I want this thing being big. So let's just ditch one here. Play the Swamp. Time Walk. Maybe that was a mistake because I really want to be able to double spell next turn. Probe you. Boon Horde, Evoria, Goblins. Okay, so Mana Leak's great here. Those Stern Scolding. Missing blue mana. Okay, that's great. Nethergoyf, ya big. And then we just have counter magic for everything. Discarding the swamp actually didn't matter because I only had blue cards really to play. They did draw a land, which is not great. I can Stern Scolding Alalia, though. Staff of the Storyteller. So that's that. This gives them card draw. I think I just counter this while I have the mana. This lets me, like, Ledger Shredder next turn. Especially if I get mana to hold up Stern Scolding. I mean, lately I can't even attack it in Nethergoyf. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we just hit for a bunch. I have Stern Scolding, Delthy Voidwalker. Ooh, okay, we live in Oculus. That'll be good later. Oop. And that's probably game. Yeah. See you all next round. And I just wanted to take this moment to mention I created a card game called Alchemansy, and there's thousands of people playing it all over the world now, having a great time. If you're interested in any way joining the community, playing with all these people, joining the Discord, getting a copy for yourself, you can just go check the link in the description. It'll take you to alchemansy.io. You can either go get the game, read more about the game, or you can enter the Discord, come hang out with all of us. We're running games constantly. So just go check it out. Otherwise, just enjoy the video. All right, we're playing against Burger Baldwin on the play. Yeah, no blue mana. Mulligan. Okay. We keep this, and this would be such a sick 7-card hand. I think I get rid of the Oculus. It's a great card, but I think Sedgemoor Witch is going to do similar things for me. I'm going to wait to probe until after the Sedgemoor Witch, just so I can kind of guarantee a 1-1. Opponent says, is this Caleb Gannon like your YouTube vids? Thank you so much. I hope you are storming. We will find out. The truth of the matter is, they kind of killed Storm in this cube. Like, High Tide's back, and I get that, but it's all just Underworld Breach stuff, which is fine. I just miss the good old days when you could like build your own like wacky Storm decks. It's just not possible now, really. I've done it a couple times, like you kind of can, but nowhere near the level you could do before, where there was like 1,000-Year Storm. Mind's Desire was such a like critical component of those decks. So that being gone is pretty rough. Turnabout Mana Flare was also very helpful in those decks. So if you're wondering why I haven't really been storming, that's why. It's just not in the cube so much anymore. There's like Breach combo, and then there's Tendril Storm, which is what people think of, but in my mind, that's essentially just kind of like Yawgmoth Will Lion's Eye Diamond combo. Not the same as like a wacky storm deck. Okay, Kavu is big. Well, it's only a 2-2 right now. Let's go. Don't really want to draw more lands. But I also probably don't want to take damage if I don't have to. So let's go Sunken Runes, Sedgemoor Witch, Taxian Probe U. See what's up. Okay, so they have Burst Lightning to kill the Witch, which I don't love. This thing, this is going to be a 3/3, and then this thing can make it into a 5/5 indestructible, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's bobble. Look at the top card of target player's library. We'll do that in their upkeep. Pretty sad to lose my Witch to Burst Lightning here. Watley, Poet of Doing Cool Stuff. Search for basic land card, and then 5 mana to transform. But I think the play of Brawler plus Burst Lightning is pretty good here. Burst Lightning, I'm just going to say they're going to go Plains Brawler. I do get to grief the Agonisaur Rex, which is pretty nice. They probably discard the Forest, if I had to guess. Okay, they discard a Plains. Yep, pretty good. Okay, get to draw 2. Fatal Push is great. Okay. Ledger Shredder Fatal Push is a pretty good sequence here. It's not particularly mana efficient though, but it does. Let me think about this. I get a 2/4 which can block the Nishoba Brawler, unless they do something. Oh no, because they have a Gunnosaur Rex. I can't block with that card in their hand. So I think I do grief. Take the Rex, right? This transforms into, makes 2 3/3 dinos. Wait, this has 4 modes? Holy cow. Double strike and trample. I mean, that's kind of messed up. This is scarier for now, but Watley is pretty messed up. So I've seen this is gone. Okay, I know most of their hand. And I trade with a Kavu here. Because if they had another basic land, they could go Watley into that land, which would be pretty bad. I'm a little surprised they didn't do that pre-combat. Ooh, okay. 6 is spicy. Actually kind of a problem. I can Prismatic Vista and kill the 6 though. Play a tapped Stomping Ground. You got it. Netherglyph is going to be huge as well. Alright, let's go Ledger Shredder. Prismatic Vista fetch. Grab Swamp. Fatal Push. The 6. Connive. Psychic Frog. Pretty good. Discard Netherglyph because I can get that back. And then we have a Psychic Frog. Attack for 1. Yeah, because that is trample. They play Watley. They get a land. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. So they are just base 3 colors here. And I get to connive. Sick. So I can block the Brawler. Okay, let's go just draw 3 cards. Time Walk is great. I will play an Undercity Sewers here. I was hoping to draw an untapped land. I could get some value. Graveyard that. Given that I have Time Walk, I think I'm just gonna sit back. I could have gotten in a hit with Psychic Frog, I suppose. Maybe that's a little bit too conservative, but I think if I survive this turn, I'm doing great. So I just need to get there. They strip mine my land. I don't like this. Ramanot plus strip mine. Okay. Well, we definitely got to kill that. I do get to connive, which is great. I get Gush, which I can't currently cast because they killed my island. I mean, Gush is kind of broken if I can draw an island for it. Hullbreacher doesn't help a ton, but it is pressure in play. Time Walk is great. I'm going to discard Hullbreacher. It doesn't do a ton. This 3/5 is actually huge as well. Now I can go Time Walk plus play Netherglyph or do something else. Maybe I should have hit with Psychic Frog. It would just be a free card. Okay. Alright, my turn. I draw the island. Perfect. So I get to go island, play it, Gush. get a bunch of stuff. Time Walk. I don't have any blue cards, so we'll do this. Connive. I'll just ditch a land. Maybe I could have pushed lethal, actually. I need to think about this. They have no flyers. I might have been able to push lethal. I still maybe can. Let's exile 3 cards to give this flying. I have a lot of instants I can get rid of. 1, 2, some sorceries, 3. That gains flying. I can hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they're just dead. Yeah, I think they're just straight up dead. No flying, yeah. Draw a card. Pretty good card. Let's just Nethergoyf here. Exile any of cards with 4 more card types. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still a 4/5, but they're just dead, so. Go blue. Consider. Graveyard that. Yeah, just give this flying. This. They die. Pretty sick. Okay, so they have Strip Mine and Ramanop, and I'm on the draw. I guess I'll just bring in Caracas. They did have some legends, I believe. I probably should pay more attention to that, but to be honest, I just didn't. Hullbreacher feels kind of bad in this matchup. I didn't really see much card draw from them. Well, there's Time Walk, so we keep this. Jeez, Fatal Push, Ledger Shredder, Time Walk. All right, this is what a good deck feels like, I guess. Okay, this is also what a good deck feels like over there. Turn 1 Bristly Bill. There's no reason to like wait. I don't think to like wait for the trigger. Just kill it now. Because I don't even have Revolt to like Rabbleman stuff. They are down to 1 card in hand. I don't think I can afford to grief here. I think I need to go Time Walk Fallen Shinobi. That gets big. Burst Lightning kind of gets me, but I can't. Like, I can't just not block here. Yeah, I can't play around that really. Nethergoyf as a 2/3 is pretty good. Okay, I get to go. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. Nethergoyf, Time Walk. Pass turn. Oh yeah. Attack. Ninjutsu. Okay, I get to play this. that's all. It's just a 1/2. That's fine. It does block the goblins. Really could use a black source here. That hits for Calvin Rabblemaster is so sick on turn 2. Like, if I was on the play, this game's so different. Noble Hierarch. So they can chump block. I do have Bitter Triumph. I only have 1 black source right now. Let's attack. I think this makes sense. I think I Bitter Triumph just discarding a card to kill this goblin. That'll make my Nethergoyf even bigger. Although, I guess Nethergoyf plus activate Elvish Reclaimer, right? Number of card types in your graveyard. So putting a land would make this a 4/5. Rabblemaster hits for 4, so let's actually do that. And this is anytime. It just enters tapped. I get a thing. They ship it. It's a 4/2. You block like this and this. You take 1. And I actually get to fix my mana a little bit with their own card. Oh, wait, I can get anything? Holy cow. Alright, let's get a Survey Land. Gush. Gush is broken. We'll put that on top. Nyx, you're gonna die. Okay, we start things off with a little thing I like to call Gush. 0 mana, add mana, kill your stuff. Yeah, let's just kill this. Cast, discard a card, kill you. Play this. Play Grief. Take your last card. Good one to take. Boom. Excavator. You got it. Pretty a little bit one-sided game so far. GG's. Yeah, not the best games, but it's okay. I respect the attack here. I will block with their own thing here. Why are these in my... Oh, I have Ramanop. Oh, sick. Boop. I wanted to see what Shinobi hit. Alright, well, that's fun. See you all next round. Alright, we're playing against Akko Kigari, something like that. Tobarga fun. This hand would be infinitely better on the play, but such is life. Like, we get to go Ledger Shredder, Probe, Connive, Mill with Undercity Sewers. It's gonna be, like, I'm trying to think, the only card I would probably keep on top with Sewers here is, like, a Bauble or something that, yeah, definitely not that. I mean, I do probably need double black eventually, but we just want 6 cards in our graveyard for this as fast as possible. Okay, I love the Guy's Cradle no creature. That's a classic move. This is so many lands again. Okay, Ledger Shredder. Probe you. Connive. Fortunately, I've surveilled away a land. I get to connive away a land. We're not going to draw a land. There's no way. Actually, that's pretty sick. Discard that. Okay, so they have... Oh boy. Okay, we're going to save Mox Jet to trigger Ledger Shredder. That's a hand. Just concede. That's probably just a concede, right? They kept this on the play? Even I'm not that greedy. Okay, so it's a swamp. We get to go Mox Jet. Swamp. Knight's Whisper. Connive. Mana Leak is great, but I think I want to get Voidwalker down first. Oh yeah. Voidwalker, we have more stuff to connive next turn. Okay, so they hit the land, they get to play a Talisman or a Sylvan Library. Talisman makes sense to me. But they're about to face off against an Oculus here. Oh yeah, okay, do this. Thin my deck a bit. Boop. Play this, exiling my whole graveyard. Play the Bauble to connive. I would like to have the frog. Okay. They're like just so dead. I don't know what their deck does, so I could see Terra Thunder. They had a lot of artifacts and enchantments. It's like fine. I think it's better to not mess up my mana here. Yeah, this hand's good. I mean, it just every hand with Psychic Frog is just so broken. Okay, well, I will bring in Terra Thunder now. Jeez. I'm actually happy this exists. I don't think this kills like anything in my deck. Could be wrong. Yeah, I can play a 0/1. I mentioned that wow, Terra Thunder probably worth bringing in, huh? Take one. The thing is that's crazy is Psychic Frog. I'm not saying it's going to, but it has the possibility of making this work somehow. Because it can fill my bin to grow Nethergoyf. It can grow itself. I can discard like Island Fallen Shinobi or Island Mana Leak. They can't even really attack with the Sika's Chariot profitably into it because I will just pitch my whole hand. This card is unbelievable. These cats are so fluffy. They don't even stand a chance. All that fluff, nothing. It's a lot of fluff. I mean, it is gorgeous. All right, opponent, show me what you got. No attacks. We love to see that. Hullbreacher's pretty good too. I mean, Hullbreacher stops Sylvan Library from doing anything. I wish there was a way. I don't know if this triggers. I don't know how this works with Hullbreacher. Like, I know he stops it, but I don't know if they choose yes and then it triggers. At the beginning of your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. Let's find out. Because that would be game ending. Although I think I'm already winning this game. I don't need to get too crafty. Let's just Hullbreacher on their upkeep. No attacks. Okay, it does trigger, but if Hull Breacher's in play now, they could just say no, right? So I don't think I like missed out on anything. They shock. Is this like Nissa who shakes the world? Okay, Nissa makes big tokens, which they can then copy with Asika's Chariot. Not great. Yeah. This makes sense. It forces me to discard like my whole hand here. I think I do kill the Chariot. It's pretty like Frog's gonna be big. I discard 3 cards. Those cards are Fallen Shinobi, Swamp, and at this point Mana Leak feels kind of worthless. Ledger Shredder is decent. So I can exile my graveyard, ditch my entire hand, and kill Nissa here. Honestly, I think I'd do that. Exile 3 cards from my graveyard. So creature, creature, land. Kill Nissa. I do still get to draw a card for some crazy reason. And I draw a bubble. We'll play the bubble. They have Time Walk in hand? What? No. Alright, well, I'm double blocking a Phyrexian Horror token, I guess. Jeez. That's unfortunate. Okay, I like these attacks for me. Because I effectively have to double block here. It does let them draw a bunch with Sylvan Library next turn, but I could just like snipe them with Psychic Frog pretty fast if I do that. They Time Walk, so I take 6, 7, 8. Wait, why did... Oh, that killed both? That's right, it's a 3/4. I like that less. I thought I was going to keep the Nethergoyf. I go to 2. So if I draw literally Time Walk and they pay life into Sylvan Library, yeah, if I draw literally Time Walk, I can win. Even with Strip Mine here. Alright, deck. Time Walk off the top. Finish the league. Let's go. Nope. There's... Can play this for... If I block here and here, I still die, so... Gotta go for it. It doesn't work now if I draw Time Walk, I don't think. Because I'd have to discard all my stuff. 6, 7. I can draw Time Walk off the Frog. I have to hit them for 7 and 7 because they can Haywire Might to gain 2. If I sit back and block, right, I block here, and die. So we just gotta go in. We gotta hit Time Walk off of this draw step. Oh, dang. I mean, they could get really greedy and like attack with one thing. There's no way that actually happens, but possible. Yeah. Okay. Game 3. I get to be on the play. Their deck's a little bit scary. Terra Sunder. I mean, I gotta bring in like these things. It kills Soul Ring. Honestly, like if I'm killing Soul Ring, they've already got the mana out of it. I think that's just a losing battle. I'd rather just have a good streamlined deck that can curve out early. Not this. Not whatever this is. Ugh. I'll keep this. I don't love it. And I'll get rid of Bitter Triumph. Actually, they have some scary planeswalkers, but I need Night's Whisper to like... Yeah, I gotta get rid of this. I wish I could see what I'm drawing off the probe before that happens. I think I can pay the mana here, actually. Lighted Halfling, Keen-Eyed Curator, Eternal Witness, bunch of stuff. Okay. Forest Halfling. What did they reveal? Another Shifting Woodland, okay. Alright, deck, Black Source. Nope. Preordain. There's a swamp. Can't really do anything with the swamp yet. And then in there, I guess I want to draw Stern Scolding here, so I will. No, this is a 3/3, right? This thing's huge. Yeah, I can't even Stern Scolding. Well, we'll still do it. Top card is Nissa. That's terrifying. At least I can freebooter that, and then Fallen Shinobi. So Curator down. They actually played the forest they drew, so they showed me what's in their hand. Wow, this uh would have liked to have this last turn. I have to get this down because I really need to Fallen Shinobi here. Take that. Jeez, okay. So their hand is 4 cards and this is gone. Pretty bad hand, all things considered. Okay, so they start eating my graveyard. Actually pretty good against my deck. If I draw a black source, I could Fatal Push Knight's Whisper so I don't give them Nissa back. But my opponent has Delighted Halfling to use mana. They kept it back for some reason, so see what happens. Duelist of the Mind. I kind of like that. We can go, whenever you commit a crime, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's go like this. Play the Duelist. This way I can Fatal Push the Keen-Eyed Curator. And I probably want to do that like at the end of their turn so they can't use their mana for anything useful. Attack for 1 here. Yep, they just eat my graveyard. This thing gets huge. Is this +1/+1? No, just its power is equal to the cards drawn. Okay. So I'm just going to take 3 here with the goal of denying them the mana, because if I kill this turn, they have the easy line of Eternal Witness, and I don't want that. Of course, they drew something else, but how was I supposed to know that, right? Green Suns for 3. We'll see what they get. Tireless Tracker. Okay, they have a lot of lands. Yeah. Well, I think I just have to kill this. If they didn't draw Green Sun Zenith there, I'd be in great shape. But now they get to go Eternal Witness, get this back. Oh, that's brutal. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, like a lot of damage. I think I'd get rid of this. Grief is pretty good, actually. Actually, Grief is quite good here. So let's attack. I can't give them Nissa because they could just play it. Do I attack with a freeboot or do I keep it back to block the halfling? They can also Shifting Woodland to get this, but they would need Delirium for that. I think I keep it back to block the halfling. Let's do this. Fallen Shinobi. Alright, hit the good stuff. Yeah, those are great. Holy cow. Okay. Pretty good. Get some things. Play this. Don't have mana for kicker. That's fine. Get any land. It'll be this one. Surveil. Yeah, put that on top. Given that I'm drawing Time Walk, do I care if they Eternal Witness back Keen-Eyed Curator? I think I do. I think I have plenty going on that this is fine as it is. Take Witness. They have nothing in hand. And I mean, this is disgusting. So they can either block the Chariot or the Shinobi with the Tireless Tracker. They could also wait 1 turn and then try and like really block it. I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to get rid of Eternal Witness because they used their mana anyway. So let's go. Chariot has crew 4. I can't really attack with the Myco spawn, so let's go Duelist of the Mind. Crew 4 here and here. Let's attack with the freebooter and everything because I'm time walking. And they can only kill one of these 2 good things here. Ah, they have that. Okay, they can kill both. Okay, I get a land. And that goes to their graveyard. That's actually... I hope I didn't punt this away by discarding the whatever to Grief. I'd like to see them chump blocking here, though. Time Walk. Pretty gross. Gush. Mox Jet, not the best. But I can just swing out here, right? I'm taking 4, 5, 6, 7 at the most. Actually, this, I think they have Delirium. So they could get Asika's Chariot doesn't do much. Keen-Eyed Curator is a 3/3 that doesn't do much. And they would have to like, yeah, we just swing out here. They can eat a cat, chump here, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it seems fine. And I'm gonna hold the Mox Jet in hand for something like Psychic Frog. Turns out using Grief like that was a punt, I think. Okay, we still won. It doesn't matter. I mean, just a sick deck, to be honest. This is like the quintessential like Time Walk Vintage Cube deck. It was missing like a Spell Pierce. Like I needed one more good removal spell, I think. Bitter Triumph is kind of bad. But aside from that, the deck was great. I mean, Fallen Shinobi was good. Everything did what it should. Gush was like one of the most broken cards. So yeah, a lot of fun overall. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this, please consider, if you want to support me, go check out Algomancy. Yeah, you can buy it online. It's a lot of fun to play in person. So yeah, check it out. I also have a YouTube channel for Algomancy if you want to just watch content of it. Otherwise, see you next time.